Well, good morning, everybody. I wanted to take some time and give you a brief intro to week 4. But before that, I'd like to go ahead and mention that every single one of you did a fabulous job with your e-portfolios. I'm very pleased with the outcomes of those. Okay, week 4 intro. This week we're talking about how we have a biblical perspective on what happens when we give compliments and what happens when we're harsh with our words. That's what we call, you know, criticism. We can look at criticisms, and one of the things we want you to be aware of is that before you finish this course, you'll be um, giving feedback to your peers. So you need to give good feedback so that people will know how to make adjustments, but you need to do it in a thoughtful and loving way. And what we're going to ask you to do later this week is, or as part of this particular week, is that in your discussions you'll be talking about a situation where you were able to achieve your goals. Okay, so let's move on. What are the objectives this week? To construct an effective outline, articulate personal values that contribute to motivation, to articulate the practices that contribute to academic success. This is one of the things that I think you'll notice we've had a lot of work on, so that we want you to be aware of what you need to do in order to be a successful student. And then finally, practice uploading documents to ePortfolio. You've had some success with that. If you haven't, then now is definitely a good time to practice, because you're going to be graded on it this time. All right, let's look at your readings. You have Covey's 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. You're going to be looking at Habit 2, which talks about begin with the end in mind. The principles of personal leadership. And this all has to go back with looking at goals or a situation where you're able to achieve something and what kind of feedback you got with that. Smith's Courage and Calling, we're talking about courage and character, and then the ordered life. And again, this goes back to some of the things that we've already studied and making sure that we have things in order so that we can go forward and do the plan that God has for our lives. And then the Lunsford Everyday Writer. We have a couple of videos for you, character and personality, like for you to watch that, and then the Write an Effective Thesis Statement. We thought that this would be a good opportunity for you to review what a good thesis statement is, simply because you're going to be writing your personal mission statement. You got some feedback on that for week 2. A lot of you struggled with it, but I think this particular video helps to bring home what it was that that most of you struggled with. Okay. The Writing Skills Builder, that's all about learning to write an effective outline. So I strongly, strongly urge you to definitely read that and follow the example, because it's going to help you to write a great personal mission statement paper. All right, let's go on to the ePortfolio assignment number 5. Here's where you're going to upload your PowerPoint. Now, I have to grade the PowerPoints, and what I'm going to ask you to do is to take the feedback that I give you from your PowerPoint and go ahead and incorporate it in, into your into the PowerPoint. Go ahead, fix it up, make it look good, because what we're going to do is you're going to create a title page, and it's going to be projects and sample works. And what we're going to encourage you to do is that as you go through your academic career here at Moody, we want you to showcase some of the papers and things that you've written that you're most proud of. And we think that uploading this PowerPoint that you created last week will be a really good place for you to start. It's all about where you think your calling is. All right, on to assignment number 6. Now, assignment number 6 is assigned this week. It has to do with your personal mission statement, and it's all about creating an outline. Okay, the outline, you're given this week and next week to work on this particular outline. That's why it's so important for you to look at the writing skills builder so that you can do a good job with it. A good outline will help you to create a really good paper. But it's not due until week 5, and that's one of the things we want you to pay attention to. We wanted to make sure you had enough time to create this outline so that you could do a good job on writing your personal mission statement. It is one of the things that we're going to ask you to put in your e-portfolio. All right, now onto the discussion board. We have what we want you to do is recall a time when you were successful in managing yourself to achieve a goal. It can be a complex project or it can be a simple one, but consider whether or not what kind of motivators you had in order to get this accomplished. And you know, if you want to relate a time when you didn't achieve a goal, that's good too. And what would you do different? You know, even if you succeeded in your goal, what would you do different now that you didn't do before? Looking at some of the things that you've learned and read about over the last several weeks, how can those things help you? Don't forget to try to incorporate your readings in there and then add a works cited section as you go through and record the discussion. Well, I think that's it for now. I hope that we're able to cover everything. I look forward to working with you this week. Have a great day.